Google unveils the Nexus 1, ESPN goes 3D, and a new line of internet radios can link to your Twitter account. It's Wednesday, January 6th. I'm Natalie Del Conte, coming to you from the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. It's time to get loaded. As expected, Google announced the Nexus 1 on Tuesday. CNET's Tom Krazit covered the event. Take a look.
Like some other Android phones, it's very slim. This is one of the slimmest phones, actually, just 11.5 millimeters, which is about the size of a pencil. Along with that, there's a 5-megapixel camera with autofocus, and there's also something very interesting, a noise cancellation system, which is built in the phone. So if you're talking, it'll kind of reduce background noise. Other things, a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, a sleep button, and a USB port, a little mini USB port for charging. The battery is removable. The phone comes with 4 gigabytes of memory. You can also pop in an extra SD card here in the back. There's also another interesting feature. This little roller ball here lights up, and it has multiple colors. So depending on what application is giving you an alert, you can tell just by the color. So that's pretty cool. That's something that iPhone and a lot of other phones don't have. This is the first version of Android that supports voice search with navigation, so you can actually do a lot of the things that you do with the keyboard just with your voice. Navigate to CNET. So this is going to do a Google search for that location, and then let me get driving directions from here or wherever to that address.
Google is bringing the Nexus 1 here to Las Vegas, and we expect to get a look at it tonight, so you should expect a more thorough review here on CNET shortly. Skype announced that it will be integrated into HD TVs by LG and Panasonic. That's nice and all, but TVs don't have webcams built into them, so you'll need a separate device to actually send video and voice to your callers. ESPN is going to launch a 3D network this summer, starting with the World Cup. ESPN was the first network to fully embrace HD, so their commitment to 3D is saying something, although it's not really a full commitment. The network says it will stick with it until June of 2011 at least. Microsoft is facing a class action lawsuit in Italy for pre-installing Windows on computers. A group called ADUC is suing and has already won a pilot case in Florence on reimbursement for pre-installed Windows. Here's something worth a double take, the Lenovo IdeaPad U1. It's a multi-touch tablet/laptop all-in-one. It runs Windows 7, of course, has an Intel Core 2 Duo processor, 4 gigs of RAM, HDMI, and a 1.3 megapixel camera. It's also quite a looker. It will launch in June for around $1,000. A company called Pure is launching internet radios at the show. There will be a line of 5 different ones, but the flagship product is called the Sensia. It has a 5.7-inch touchscreen and looks like a football. It can link to your Facebook and Twitter, but it is pricey, $349 for a Wi-Fi radio. Don't really know who's going to spend that. We already knew the Boxy Box was on its way, but this week the company announced some details about it. The box will cost just under $200 and will support all kinds of video format, including DivX and Flash 10.1. It will run programs like Pandora, Last.fm, Facebook, Twitter, Picasa, Flickr, you name it. It will ship in the first half of 2010. 3M announced a new multi-touch display that can read up to 10 fingers at a time. It's a 22-inch high-definition display that's compatible with Windows 7. No release date yet. Those are all your headlines for today. I will see you tomorrow here in Las Vegas. Thank you for watching. I'm Natalie Del Conte with CNET TV, and you've just been loaded.